Welcome to the Beauty Blueprint. I'm Cece, your host and your makeup bestie. And today, my brides to be, come get closer. This episode is for you guys. Today, we are talking about our trial to aisle. So, what is a trial to aisle? Let's break it down because this may ruffle some feathers. As we know, not every makeup artist is the same, which means not every makeup artist has the same contract. Or do we do the same thing? Yes. Bridal makeup artists, we can say we're bridal artists, but we all do different things and we have different contracts, different packages, different prices, and so on. So for me, with trial and errors, as you start to grow, you start to see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And one of those things was doing a trial before the contract was signed. So this is how I see it. When a bride-to-be is looking at my page, they already know what I bring to the table. So sometimes a bride may not want to lock it, and that is also understandable. But as a makeup artist, as a bridal makeup artist, having someone just say, hey, I want to do a trial, but I don't want to lock in yet, we're potentially taking time away from another bride that trusts us completely, that has signed that contract and everything. So from trial and errors, I now do trial to aisle. So what is the trial to aisle? It is a rehearsal. It is a rehearsal of what the day is going to be. Now, granted, even at the trial to aisle, things can change. You may just say, hey, you know what, Cece? After looking at the pictures, I may want to change up the lip color, and that we can do for the wedding day. Is it going to be, exactly? Most likely close to what it is going to be. That is what's going to happen at your trial. So for your trial to aisle, I recommend some things. One of those things is being able to work with the hairstylist that's on my team. And why? Because sometimes a hairstylist, specifically, they will not do your trial if it's for an event. I've met a lot of brides to be where a hairstylist sometimes won't do the hairstyle for their trial because they know that the bride is using it for an event. But we're going to get into that as well because that is what I love to do. But anyways, your trial to aisle is kind of like, it's the blueprint. It's what's going to happen that day. So working with our hairstylist guarantees you her as well for your trial. I'd like you to come in white or whatever color you're going to wear for your wedding day. If you're wearing a white gown, come in white. If you're wearing black, come in black. If you're wearing red, come in red, etc. Wear the color that you're going to be wearing the day of your wedding because you're going to be able to see everything tied together. So you have your hair. Now you're coming in the color that you're wearing your wedding day. If you have your jewelry already, I would have those in hand as well to wear for the trial. If you have a veil, I would bring that as well, just so that the hairstylist is able to see and place it right for the wedding day. And you can see how it looked on the hairstyle that you wanted. Because sometimes even a hairstyle that you like may not just go with the veil. And that is why doing the trial to aisle is so important. And then if you're planning on having a spray tan for your wedding, have it for your trial as well. Because if you don't, what happens is if you got a spray tan closer to the wedding but you didn't have it for the trial, you're going to be like, oh my God, I look a little bit darker than what we did in the trial. Of course, because now we have a spray tan. So every time that my bride is getting a spray tan, I always recommend she gets it around her trial as well. Not just because it's your trial, but it gives you a chance to see what kind of color you want to go for. Because you may just say, you know what, my spray tan's just a little bit too dark. I may change it for the wedding day. But that's why we have the trial. So the trial to aisle is only for my bride who have signed that contract. Because I am devoting that time to my brides that have trusted me. Now, the reasons I don't do just trials is because you shouldn't be trying out your makeup artist. Like I said, what you're seeing on my page, that's just who I am. What you see, if you like what you see, then you should trust us enough. And that's why I also recommend doing the consultation calls once you book with me, because doing that consultation call, it gives you a chance to get to know me, but it gives me a chance to know what your vision is. And sometimes what a vision can be, it's not realistic. So like if you're looking at Pinterest pictures, half of the time they're AI. So I like to really go into details of every picture that my brides-to-be bring, because I'm like, okay, we dissect the whole thing. Do you like that eyeshadow? Do you like that lash? And majority of the time, they love the neutral color of the makeup, but not exactly the whole thing. And that's why I recommend doing the consultation calls. If you're a bride that's like, I don't know if I'm ready to commit, get on the consultation call with your makeup artist that you really love and feel that vibe where that you'll feel a little bit more comfortable. With our trial to aisles, I always send my brides a guideline as well for things to prepare themselves for that day, like coming with a clean skin. Don't wear any face masks or eye patches the night before, just because we just don't ever know if reactions or anything. Make sure that we're staying with the same skin routine that we've been using. As I always tell my brides, really shouldn't change your skin routine. Maybe like 4 months beforehand. Like keep it the same, because trying out new products so close to the wedding can also have breakouts. So I always have them come in with a clean skin and also the listings of things that, like I said, that they should have prepared. Now, this is another thing that may just ruffle some feathers. I have never had a bride where she hasn't had her trial for an event. And what does that mean? All of my brides to be, I tell them, I want to do your trial if you're having engagement pictures for your bridal shower. And you know why? My bride is already trusting me. She's already spending so much money on me for the wedding day. I want to be able to give back to my brides, because I was a past bride. So I know how much it is for a wedding, and it can be expensive. But this is the other reason why I do this. You can ask all my brides. I've had brides that's used it for bridal showers and for a graduation. They're in front of cameras. They're going to really see how the makeup is going to play by looking at the pictures that are being taken. They're using it the full day. Imagine doing a trial and then you have nowhere to go. Where then that's when you really start to look in the mirror. You're like, I really want to change this. But it's because you're just looking at it, because you don't have anywhere to go with a full bead. Or having a soft glam or a natural glam, whatever glam you're doing. But imagine having your makeup done and then after you're just like, okay, now what? Let me go to Target, let me get Starbucks. But you're not getting the full experience of it. So I always recommend my brides to be to have it for an event where not only you're going to have your friends also coming in, and some brides love those feedback. I had a bride that loved the feedback from her family. And she brought me the notes back like, hey, Cece, you know what? I may want to change the blush or the lip color and all of that stuff. So we ended up changing it her wedding day and she loved it. But I also had another bride that she saw the pictures like, oh my God, I now understand why that little bit more of a blush made sense. They were also able to wear test it the whole day. The majority of my brides, they always said this did not come off the whole night. And that is what we want to hear. Because for your wedding day, we need that makeup to lock in. And as a bride, you need to be able to trust that makeup artist that you are choosing for your special day. So I hope that this helps, and we're going to be doing some more bridal podcasts. I hope this explains a little bit of our trial to aisle. If you have any other questions regarding our trial to aisle, shoot me an email. And if you are getting married and you're looking for a makeup artist, I am your girl, and I would love to be part of your special day. Bye. Stay tuned for the next episode because we're going to be talking about more bridal stuff. Love you guys.